life, Narottam Das, who visited all the places of pilgrimage, he was on the highest platform of devotional achievement. Bhakti Ratnakar state in 1.256. Narottam Thakur was Champaka Manjari. A Manjari is a personal maidservant of the gopis headed by Srimati Radharani in Krishna Lila, eternally assisting Rupa Manjari in her service to Radha and Krishna. Champak Manjari had mercy on the conditioned souls of this earth and appeared as Narottam in the village of Kheturi in the Rajshahi district of Bengal. This took place on the full moon day of the month of Magh, sometime around the middle of the 15th century of the Shaka era. Appearing as the son of a king, Krishnananda Dutt and Narayani Devi, Sri Narottam Das Thakur Mahashaya showed all the bodily symptoms of a Mahapurush, an exalted divine person. The entire village rejoiced in ecstasy as everyone spontaneously chanted the holy name with devotion. The king welcomed the arrival of his beautiful son by offering charity to the Brahmanas generously. At the rice offering ceremony, to everyone's dismay, the child refused to eat. Only when the food was first offered to Lord Krishna, the child happily devoured. Through this lila, Narottam Das Thakur has taught everyone the value of Krishna Prasadam. The astrologer present on the joyful occasion noted all the auspicious signs on the child's body and predicted that the boy would be an illustrious person. Quote, "This baby will be the greatest of men. Therefore, he should be called Narottam." A Shrutidhar. In school, Narottam Das Thakur was a Shrutidhar, able to memorize whatever he hears. Although he quickly mastered Sanskrit and the Vedas, he hankered to show Krishna. He was a lifelong brahmachari, and as his aesthetic love for the Lord increases, he became more and more disinterested in the mundane royal pleasure and properties. Concerned, his parent appointed a person to watch over him constantly. His own house became a prison for him, and Narottam's only solace was the association of the great devotee, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, who narrated Lord pastime to him every single day. He was always absorbed in meditation on the sublime qualities of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityanand Prabhu. Lord Chaitanya once appeared in a dream and instructed him to go to Vrindavan. The host can mute Manani Mataji's phone because some background noise is coming.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, your phone also got muted. Can you unmute?
Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much for correcting. Okay, so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu once appeared in a dream and instructed Narottam Das Thakur to go to Vrindavan. How exalted he must be. So Narottam Das Thakur leaves home for Vrindavan. During his incredible disappearance pastime, Narottam Das Thakur asked his disciple to bring him to the Ganga and pour the water on his body with their bare hands. While bathing, they saw his skin turn white and it started to melt. Touched by the water of the Ganga, his body was turning into milk and was just merging into the Ganga river. They saw their Gurudev was getting smaller, slowly melting away. While bathing, their hearts were breaking in pain and sadness and shedding tears, but they couldn't stop because their Guru ordered them. They had to follow the order of their Guru. Sometimes it may be very difficult, but we must follow. This is the example the disciple of Narottam Das Thakur is setting for us. His body merging into the Ganga, and it was also tears more than milk. To watch their Guru pass away in front of their own eyes, it was just milk and tears flowing on and on as an offering unto Mother Ganga until finally he disappeared. Once, when his father was away on business, Narottam Das tricked his mother and bodyguard and secretly traveled to Vrindavan. Throughout the journey, Narottam Das Thakur captured people's heart by his divine looks and devotional demeanor. He was offered food and shelter everywhere he went. After quickly visiting all the holy places, he entered Vrindavan and met Sri Jiva Goswami and then Srinivas Acharya. Srinivas was overwhelmed to meet Narottam finally. Like a poor man who has gained a priceless gem, Srinivas rushed to embrace Narottam Das Thakur. They became such a close friends that one could hardly differentiate one from the other. Haribol. Srila Jiva Goswami quickly took Narottam to the solitary hermitage of Sri Lokanath Goswami, who had been suffering the misery of separation from Rupa and Sanatana. Narottam Das Thakur fell at the feet of his spiritual master, and Lokanath Maharaj placed his feet on Narottam's head. With sweet words, he assured Narottam that after a few days he would initiate him. After that, Jiva Goswami took Narottam to meet Gopal Bhatt Goswami and Sri Bhugarbha Goswami, who welcomed him with lots of love and affection. Narottam then visited Sri Radha Damodar and Sri Madan Mohan and was overwhelmed with love at the sight of the deities. Upon seeing the tomb of Sri Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami, tears streamed down his face as he rolled on the ground. With great affection, Sri Jiva Goswami pacified Narottam Das and brought him to his cottage. There he put Narottam into the hands of his dear Srinivas. At Srinivas' home, they spent the entire night discussing topics related to Krishna. After visiting Radha and Shyam Kunds, Srinivas took Narottam to meet Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, who was suffering the separation from the Lord and his devotees. However, upon seeing Narottam, Raghunath Das Goswami showered him with his mercy. Srinivas and Narottam finished their travels to all the sacred spots, then reported back to Jiva Goswami. Sri Jiva happily began educating Narottam, and during his studies, Narottam won the heart of all with his sensitive and scholastic explanations. His service attitude toward Lokanath Goswami was beyond compare. And Lokanath Goswami was extremely pleased with his beloved disciple. One day, and that's the secret of success in spiritual life, that we must please our spiritual master totally. So one day, observing Narottama's eagerness, Lokanath Goswami fulfilled Narottam's long cherished desire and initiated him into the chanting of the Mahamantra. Everyone in Vrindavan was highly impressed by the depth of Narottam's understanding of scriptures. Sri Jiva Goswami conferred upon Narottam the title Sri Thakur Mahasaya. All the Mahantas were overjoyed, and Narottam's fame rapidly spread throughout the Brajpur. But what was the Narottam's prayer? Narottam Das is best known for his devotional poetry, wherein he described emotionally intense feeling toward Radha and Krishna. His prayers, Sri Rupa Manjari Pada and Sri Guru Charana Padma, that we sing every morning, are still sung in all ISKCON temples daily. Quote, the prayers of Narottam Das Thakur, unquote, Srila Prabhupada has said, quote, this sound is above the material platform. It is directly from the spiritual platform, and there is no need of understanding the language. It is just like a thunderburst. Everyone can hear the sound of thunder There is no misunderstanding. Similarly, these songs are above the material platform and they crack like thunder within your heart. Unquote. So during his incredible disappearance pastime, Narottam Das Thakur asked his disciple to bring him to the Ganga and pour the water on his body with their bare hands. And while bathing, they saw his skin turn white and he started to melt. Touched by the water of Ganga, his body was turning into milk and was just merging into the Ganga. They saw their Gurudev was getting smaller, slowly melting away. While bathing, their hearts were breaking in pain and sadness and shedding tears, but they couldn't stop because their Guru ordered them. They had to follow the order of their Guru. As they were pouring water on his body merging into the Ganga. And it was also tears more than milk to watch their Guru pass away in front of their own eyes. It was just milk and tears flowing on as an offering unto the Mother Ganga until finally Narottam Das disappeared. The disciple took that milk mixed with tears and Ganga water and put it in a big pot and brought it to a place near Kheturi where Narottam Das Thakur lived and built a beautiful samadhi for him. To this day, the samadhi is there and is called Dudha Samadhi, the samadhi of milk. And also, if you go to Jagannath Puri, there is a ISKCON temple, and very close, maybe less than 2 blocks away from that ISKCON temple, is the Samadhi. No, I'm sorry, that Samadhi of Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur. Narottam Das Thakur Samadhi is in the Kheturi. Sorry. Sometimes we get mixed up with those exalted personalities. So today is a very auspicious day that we should memorize the songs of Narottam Das Thakur, get to the meaning of those songs, and dwell into the feelings of these great personalities. Actually, prayers are very, very powerful because prayers are nothing but the uh, emotions, their heartfelt feeling they put into the words. So it's very beautiful if we can just sing some of the songs that Narottam Das Thakur has sung and then read the translation. So we get the meaning and feeling how Narottam Das Thakur was feeling when he composed those songs. Very, very wonderful meditations that we can take on this auspicious day of his disappearance day. And we pray to Narottam Das Thakur that please bless us so we can also get little taste of chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. We have read earlier the complete life of Narottam Das Thakur, and we know that the wonderful work of the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan to spread around the world was sent in a bullock cart with Srinivas Acharya, and it happened on the way that the dacoits stole the cart, and at that time Srivas asked Narottam that we should get separated, and I'll make sure that I get all the manuscript and I'll bring it, and you go to your own town, Keturi, and establish a wonderful center. And I think that we heard that at that time Nityanand Prabhu's wife Janva Mataji was also living, and Narottam Das Thakur hold the first uh, Gaur Purnima in the history of ISKCON in Keturi, where he visited personally so many exalted personalities who were still available, and he invited them to this grand festival. And we can see how successful the festival was. And it says that when they were dancing jubilantly, even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his eternal associates, everybody came to join. Only those personality who has elevated that consciousness to the level, they can see those personalities. But this is a fact that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also came with Nityanand Prabhu and his eternal associates to dance in the great festival. So we can see the greatness of Narottam Das Thakur, and from his song we can see how humble and meek servant he was. Actually, Loknath Goswami was not going to accept any disciple, but just by seeing the determination and the menial service to clean the dirty place without exposing himself to his spiritual master. This is also we can see that we don't have to do when our Guru Maharaj is present, so he can see how wonderful seva we are doing. When we do from the pure heart, our spiritual master is here or not, they will recognize their services. That is for sure. So we should not just feel that because I have seen so many times, this is our weaknesses and lethargy, that when our Guru comes, we attend all these things, take out the time from work, whatever needed. As soon as they leave, then we come back to the normal place. And this is not good. Once we got that opportunity to get close to them, we should imbibe the time and the message in our heart. So we should increase at least something when we have a chance to associate or to hear this Krishna Katha for the great devotee. At least we should make some kind of a vow, little, that you can maintain it. Don't take something that you cannot maintain it, because then you will lose your enthusiasm. Oh, I can't keep up my vow. Take small vow, but keep it eternally with you, and you will see the effect, how strong you can become, that we cannot even imagine. Because everything happens in our devotional life is through the mercy of our Guru and the saintly personalities. We have no ability whatsoever. I think this is the grounding, as Satchidananda Swami Maharaj says, that we should always think useless, unworthy of any service. In reality, we don't have any ability unless the ability is endowed by the grace of our spiritual master and saintly person and the divine couple. So we should feel there is no value to us. We are useless. And whatever little things that we are able to do is also the mercy of those personality, not by our own intelligence or our own expertise. This is basic principle. We need to create no uh, pride in our life, no pride in the devotion, which is very, very hard to put in practice. Unless we start putting in a small, small practice, when somebody praise you, how you should pass on that mercy to our spiritual master and disciplic successor, not to take anything in our heart, because we are not the doer. The bad thing, we should hold ourselves responsible for our mistakes. But good thing we are able to do, we should pass on that credit where it belongs to our Guru Parampara. So this is by the life of Narottam Das Thakur, we can see how much difficulty they went through, but they never lose the hope. The second thing important in our practice is Shraddha. We should have a complete faith in the words of our spiritual masters and the disciplic successor. If you don't have the faith, the result won't be there. It at the degree of your faith, you will become successful in devotional life. So have complete faith in the words of Guru and Krishna and see and make our life successful. So thank you very much. It's a little early, but we should stop here, and whenever we have more time, we should dwell in the thoughts of life of Narottam Das Thakur and do something special for him. It may be a simple thing that you, even though you don't have the deity of Narottam Das Thakur, pick some flower from your garden and offer with love and devotion. He will accept it. Even though his murti is not there, you can offer that I'm offering at your lotus feet, Narottam Das Thakur, please bless me. They are present everywhere. As we are reading in Krishna book, that Krishna expand in 16,000 to have the simultaneous pastime with each of the queens of Dwarka. All our acharyas has the ability to expand the same way. So don't limit our Guru Parampara. They are also very powerful. When we take complete shelter, then we will know their magnanimity and their devotion to their Guru Maharaj and Guru Parampara. And that should give us the impetus to follow in their footsteps. They never regret anything in their life. They just keep on working day and night to spread the holy name. So with those thoughts, let's continue chanting as much as we can. Find some time, at least, on these days, we should sit quietly, even don't do anything and just dwell on the life of those personalities. Very nice meditation, very nice peaceful atmosphere. We are not giving ourselves any time, that's unfortunate. We give all the time to everybody, but we don't find any time for our own. That is really a misfortune for us. We should have our own time where we can meditate and go deeper into the feeling for those great personalities. And when we show that intense desire and sincere attempt to please them, they will, because they are so compassionate. You don't have to even ask the mercy. By looking at your effort, they will place and they will give you the mercy. So it's a wonderful day to make little change in our life. Something to add on, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you can, and continue doing. This is how slowly and slowly we will become closer to Krishna. We have to spend more and more time for the divine couple and the holy name. Slowly and slowly, our journey should increase. So with those thoughts, I would like to offer my humble obeisances at the desk of these wonderful Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. And today, sorry for the inconvenience that everybody faces logging off from the